affiliation. And when you're asking a question to a student athlete, for our purposes, just please direct it to a specific student athlete. John, you can start with an opening statement.
First of all, we watched in 2 days a ton of Tulsa film and have so much respect for that team. Those seniors on that team, they deserve to be in the NCAA tournament. They proved it today. They're really a difficult matchup for us. They drove me crazy with trying to figure out how to guard their quickness, how to guard those 3 left-handed guards at one time, and they were terrific today. And so were our guys. We couldn't make a shot. We just played we just played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, traveled back Sunday, and then all of a sudden here we are playing again, and I think we felt it a little bit, but we didn't feel it in those last couple minutes when we made all the right plays.
Questions for our student athletes only, here in the front on the right.
Austin Ward, ESPN.com. Zach, John just mentioned this. The shots weren't really going down for you guys. It's nothing new that you guys are going to put up a lot of threes, but where does that confidence come from that maybe the next one is going to go down, especially at such a critical point there in the last minute?
Yeah, we did have a lot of confidence going to the late stretch of the game. I just think that just goes how strong we are connected. We're a close-knit group, and we always tell each other that, no matter how many we miss, the next one's going to fall.
Here on the left, in the front.
What would you see in the second half there that basically you could get to the rim at any point that you wanted to?
Yeah, we knew that shots weren't falling, and we knew we had to get to the basket and play paintball, and you can find open shooters or score at the rim. So that was a point of emphasis.
Yep, Tim.
Yeah, Zach, just when that ball goes in the hoop in such a big moment, what's the feeling like out there on that three-pointer?
It's an amazing feeling, especially with the crowd that was able to be here. We had a lot of support. So, it just felt kind of like a home game. I just got to give thanks to all of our fans that followed with us.
Yep, here on the left again.
For both of you, did it seem like they were a little bit more aggressive in the second half, trying to take it to the rim, and were you a little surprised that they didn't do more of that in the first half?
Zach, could you answer that first, please?
I mean, yeah, we knew. But now at this point of the season, seasons are on the line. We knew they were going to come out in the second half, driving to the basket, and they were able to do that. You got to give them credit. They're a great team. I'm just proud of how hard we fought and able to finish strong.
Yeah, like he said, season's on the line, so you want to get to the basket and score easy points and not fall in love with jump shots.
Yep, Tim again on the left.
Yeah, for both of you guys, as your coach just said a while ago, you guys have played a lot of games in a few days. Did you feel it, and then did you get a second wind out there? What was it like, I guess, out there in the second half with so much on the line?
I think you feel it a little bit, but when the crowd's behind you like that, it gives you the energy that you need to push through and get a win.
Zach?
Yeah, I think at this point, every team, in the country that's in the tournament is trying to fight fatigue, and I'm just proud of how hard we were able to do that tonight, and, I just got to move forward.
Here in the back, Joe, on the right.
Zach, you guys have won a couple games in the Big Ten tournament in the last minute on some big shots, and then again tonight. Is there some carryover when you get used to winning games at the end like that?
Yeah, we always have scenarios in practice. We always like the last 4 minutes that we always try to work on because we know that's how important that is in the game. I'm just proud of all of our guys how we were able to do this, especially starting the Big Ten tournament. And then now, we just got to keep that going forward.
Here on the left again.
Can you guys talk about the energy that Mo Wagner has been giving you and especially gave you today?
Zach?
Yeah, Mo has been huge for us. He's definitely a spark plug off the bench. It all started in the Big Ten tournament, and he was a big asset tonight. You just got to keep that going into Notre Dame.
Yeah, Mo's an energy guy. Even when he's not on the court, he's always trying to lift us up when we're down and things like that. So it's great to see him out there and be energized and play well.
Any further questions for our student athletes? All right, Zach, Muhammad Ali, thank you for your time. Good luck in the first round against Notre Dame.
Thank you.
We will open the floor for questions for Coach Beline. Yeah, here to front left.
Coach, you'd mentioned earlier in the year that it's been kind of feast or famine when it comes down to big wins or close games, but you found a way to pull them out. Yeah. What's been the common denominator there in those wins?
I think the fact that we were able to win those games in the Big Ten tournament, he was right back there, that we haven't had many of those games. Even inbounding the ball was a struggle against Northwestern because we hadn't had to do it many times. We were either up by 10 or we're down by 10. And so that was really a thing that we needed to have. You don't want to have him as a coach, but I love the way our kids have a rhythm at that time with the 7 or 8 actions we're going to call at that time and just come off there with confidence. The last play we ran for Zach was very similar to the one we ran against Northwestern, a little tweak in it. And it got him open where I want to get him open. I trust him at that time. But those are big things. Now he's made those shots. He felt good about it again.
Here on the right.
John, you just said you trust him in those moments. Is there ever a point in any game, you guys were 6 for 24, I think, at 5 for 24 at that point, where you lose any faith that the next shot's going down?
For him or for anyone? No, I think the odds keep changing better in our favor when they're missing them. But we don't want to take bad shots. I don't want to get this idea we're this 3-point happy team. They're all happen to be good 3-point shooters, but we only made a few today and we won the game. We got a lot of baskets going to the hoop or drop-offs. Credit them defensively. You're right. They got great quickness. They switched every ball screen the whole game long. And almost the whole game long, so that gave us issues at trying to get the ball inside to our big man. But overall, we're going to do what we do, and if you give us the 3-point shot, we're going to take it. If you don't, we're going to drive it or find it inside.
Here on the right again on the end.
Yeah, John, this is somewhat of a unique situation with the first 4 game. Now, it used to be the NCAA tournament is these 3 mini tournaments where you have 2 games. Now you got 3 at 2 different sites. Take us through the process that you're going to have to adjust to.
No.
And how are you going to handle it?
Well, what I understand, we're getting on a plane tonight, and we're going to Brooklyn tonight. So it's going to be like 3 or 4 in the morning that we're going to get in there. And so we're going to probably have this first time I'll ever say to the guys, all right, sleep till noon. And we'll worry about Notre Dame after that. We won't have any morning meetings or anything. So it is all new to me, and I'm glad I've experienced it. And we've been to the tournament a lot, but this is a new one. And I think our kids love this win just as you do any NCAA win. So it's a good feeling. But we got a lot of adjustments. Now, I don't know anything about Notre Dame. I haven't watched one of their games. I'll be doing that on the plane tonight, and we'll just figure out a way to get some rest tomorrow. And also, it's almost like, you win on the first round, you got a second round game, you got to turn around quickly.
Here on the left again.
With Mo, because he hasn't played as many minutes, is that maybe you can ride him a little bit, you think, in this tournament?
Yeah, he just seemed in practice. You know what we did is we put him on the scout team for a while because he was never on the scout team, and he really played well. And he got back to who we saw down in the Bahamas. And because he hadn't done that. He hadn't done that in practice or in games. And so we saw that, and I think he got his confidence back. You got to remember, he's 18 years old. He's still 18. He left Germany, in July, and he hasn't been home. And this is a hard thing for him to go through. And he's been such a pleasure to coach. But he really has some confidence right now, and you can see what we saw in him in these last couple games.
Any further questions for Coach Beline? John, thank you. Good luck against Notre Dame.
Thank you.